What's up everyone, I'm Twisted. This season has been full of new lore and LeBlanc's Rework was no exception. Not only did she get a brand new design and voice lines, but she also received a brand new story as well. Yeah, it's been a while since we got one of those, which makes me really excited to talk about this one, especially because there's a lot of cool references here to explain. But before that, for those who are curious, her page on Universe got an update. It now features the new splash, a new quote, and Mel in the related champions. Her biography and color story remain unchanged, but keep in mind that by the time that you watch this video, this might no longer be true. Now let's dive into the story, everywhere and everyone. The story starts with one of LeBlanc's clones spying on Darius. This one is disguised as a young Blade Squire from his war host. This takes place after the events of the Welcome to Noxus cinematic. True wise usually means death to mortals, but Darius has managed to stay alive, though he is in a lot of pain. Amongst the Noxians are also 3 Freljordian priests, in specific members of the Frostguard, which is the tribe of Lissandra. We learned that they joined the Noxian warhost when the latter arrived in Freljord. The priests have been advising them with routes and customs from the troll tribes that the Noxians could exploit on their campaign. And here we immediately see something suspicious, because as you know, Trundle is working for Lissandra. So it's possible that the priests might have been setting up the Noxians to fail during their campaign. Or maybe Lissandra just wanted to use them somehow, perhaps making them fight the other tribes, who knows. Now, after this moment of one of her sisters, we are going to jump to multiple other ones that I assume are happening simultaneously. Each moment is narrated by the specific sister, and each of these will make a statement about how they are superior than the other sisters. For example, in this first moment, the sister was being eyed by one of the priests, and she says that a lesser sister would struggle to maintain her illusion, but to her it's like breathing. The next moment sees one of her sisters spying on Vladimir. The sister assumes he's been having fun at some noble party, likely hosted by Edwin Curtin, who you might recognize from Legends of Runeterra, or by one of the Noradis, which you might also recognize from Legends of Runeterra. Vladimir has his hood up, making the sister wonder why he's being so secretive. This is all referencing the fact that Vladimir might want to cut his ties with the Rose at some point. We've seen that hinted, for example, in Legends of Runeterra. Here we learn that some other lesser sisters have underestimated the Hemomancer, but this one wouldn't make the same mistake. Again, another sister who thinks she's better than the other ones. Next, we jump to Phalor in Ionia. We learn that Swain has ordered the Noxians to leave the region, which means this takes place after Swain killed the previous Grand General. And if all of these moments are happening at the same time, then this means that the cinematic and this story take place after Swain's coup, but before Darius returns home from the Freljord and the Triferix Council is formed. Darius returning home is what we saw in the latest lore skins, so this makes sense. I really hope we see Swain before this season ends. Moving on, the sister says that she and the others should have ended Swain when they had the chance. She also says that the others deem him to not be a threat anymore, which didn't end well for them. Again, another sister who sees themselves as superior. This is either referencing the moment Swain found out about the Rose and killed the clone of LeBlanc, or to Swain not dying in Ionia after the Rose set him up, or maybe to just both of these. In this moment, the sister takes the look of a Noxian captain and arrives at the
Daelea Hera,
aka the Dreaming Pool, aka the place where the spirit of Ionia imprisoned Syndra. There, another sister stands over the body of a war mason she killed. The first sister then leaves, satisfied. When this sister first arrived at the Dreaming Pool, she said, "With Noxian forces withdrawing in haste from the First Lands, this may be my last opportunity to," before cutting herself short. We don't know what LeBlanc or any of her sisters was planning, but no doubt it has to do with Syndra. This has to be taking place before Syndra's story, where Vastaya raided the pool seeking her help against the Noxians. This is what led to her waking up. I wonder if LeBlanc was somehow involved in this, and if so, why? What plans does she have for Syndra? Does she want to use her without her knowing, or does she want to use her while she knows? Basically recruiting her like she tried with Mel. We then jump to the royal gardens of Demacia, to the perspective of one of the sisters disguised as a servant. She's watching a Demacian seneschal as he walks through the garden. This seneschal isn't originally from Demacia, he's actually from somewhere in the east. This information, plus the fact that this takes place in the royal gardens of Demacia, likely means that the seneschal is Zhao. He bows to her when passing through her, and she says to herself that any of her lesser sisters might have been disarmed by his genuine warmth, but she's better than them. And finally, one last sister, in the chamber we see in the season cinematic, in LeBlanc's cinematic, and in the Demon's Hand game. She says that she's at the heart of her false empire, which is referencing LeBlanc's cinematic, which explored all LeBlanc as being manipulating Noxus behind the scenes for centuries. We saw how the sisters see themselves, and here we get the reveal that all of them think they are the real one, the true LeBlanc. Which makes this one say, I suppose I should ask myself then, what do I believe? Because yes, this might be the real LeBlanc, or perhaps she's just another sister who believes she's the one. This one, however, says that it doesn't matter, she's everywhere and everyone. The Black Rose having their roots throughout Runeterra is nothing new, but this is a fantastic story depicting just that. We see LeBlanc's clones spying and scheming, which is nothing new, but here we also get a bit more insight about them, and how they all think they are the real one. We got a nice timeline confirmation, and we also have these threads that could be explored in the future, like why was the Frost Guard helping the Noxians, and why was LeBlanc in the Dreaming Pool. I really hope we get to learn more about all of this, hopefully before 2030. If you enjoy this type of videos, consider subscribing, it's free and you can always change your mind later. I'm trying to reach 5k subs this year, so your help would be much appreciated. I'm Twisted and I'll see you guys in the next video.